to check your sound system. Okay, Ken. Okay, let me start the webinar today. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jane Chiu, and I'm the founder of Digital AI Business Club. So this club, we founded this club with the purpose to actually educate a lot of us, a lot of the business leaders and also professionals about AI and how AI could potentially, disrupt us, and also how potentially we can make use of AI to our, to make it an opportunity for us instead of, having the fear, having the resistance towards AI. So we have been doing quite a few webinars so far from beginning of this year. So from July onwards, we are planning to have all our webinars on Wednesday. But today is exceptional because I invited Ricky to do the talk. And he actually, told me that he's only available on Thursday. So that's why we shift it a little bit for this week. Okay. So for those of you who want to know more about digital AI, you can just type digital AI business club in Google search engine. Hopefully you can find it there. Okay. So today our topic is about build your own app with Claude Code. Okay. So Claude is a lot of you maybe are using Claude already, just like how you're using ChatGPT. But Claude has very big functionalities. So today, Ricky is going to show you how we can use Claude Code to create an app. So I think it is going to wow you. So without further ado, let's welcome Ricky on stage, and the floor is for you to start, Ricky. Thank you. Yeah, before that, just in case you haven't joined our WhatsApp group or Facebook community, feel free to join first. In the event you have any question after this session, you can post. But of course, we may not respond to you immediately. But we would try to understand the kind of question you have, and then we will pick it up. We'll pick up the common question and answer all these questions in bulk or something like that lah. Okay? Yeah, let's enjoy the webinar. Ricky.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So all of us here can be here today. About 146 of us can be here today. I want to give thanks to Jane. Okay, Jane Chiu from Digital AI Business Club. Let's give her a little emoji or applause, so that we can give her the appreciation, so that we can all be here today and learn together. Okay, this amazing tool, Claude Code, in specific, and also how to use AI. Okay, so Claude Code in particular, and also AI, using AI to create your software in general. So I know we come from all walks of life. Okay, you have some of you are beginners and some of you are quite proficient in AI already. So we will try to cater for everything. Okay, I also want to thank all of you for being here, because I have attended a few other sessions as well, and it is quite normal, quite normal for like 100 people signing up, but only 10 to 20 turn up. But today I heard we have 200 over sign up, but yet we have still about half of you turning up. So give yourself a round of applause. You are different, okay? You are here to learn, and I commend you for your learning spirit. Okay, so before I talk about you, I want to talk a little bit about myself first. So who I am is not really important. I'm just here to help you, and also help Jane to conduct this talk. So briefly speaking, so in the past 2 years, I have been helping non-technical people to make sense of AI. Okay, how AI has been impacting their jobs how they can catch up, how they can master AI so that they can get ahead in their life. So in summary, it is like helping them to build their AI competence and also the confidence, okay, to use AI to get ahead in their life and also in their career. So that was what I did in the past 2 years. And yeah, I have been an AI trainer also. So I have got one online academy. And I also, together with my partner trainer, we go into companies to do corporate training. So HRDC, Crimable, corporate training, and also public programs. And we have got jobs to do every single week. And so something we have learned from our participants as well is that now I am a technical person. I came from technical background, but many people out there, or most of you here maybe, you do not speak the same language as I do. So I need to translate myself. Okay, I need to put myself in your shoes, so that I can help you to understand what technology is about, what AI is about. So in our training, okay, sometimes we don't even touch on the very technical part. For example, LLM. What is LLM? Large language model. If you attend any AI sharing session, you might have heard of this term before. But in corporate training, we seldom even talk about it. Okay, it's only when we talk about it or mention it when necessary, or when people ask us certain technical terms like tokens, okay, LLM model training, and so on. Okay, because we need to explain things in a way, okay, most of us can understand. Okay, so most people are non-technical, so they do not think like me. That is one thing that I acknowledge and I have learned from them as well. Okay, so in the past 2 years, I've been doing this AI training. And in the past 20 years, I have been doing something called web hosting. So I help SME clients, I mean small and medium-sized enterprises and companies. I help them to host their websites, host their email accounts. Okay, so you can think of I am a bit like Exabytes or Shinjiro, but except that I am just 0.01% of their size. Okay, so that was what I did. And one thing funny about me is that about 20 years ago, so I used to do this something called cyber squatting. Let me just write out the term for you. Okay, anyone knows cyber squatting? Maybe you can give me a like. Okay, it's in the chat now. Cyber squatting. Okay, do I squat on something? No. So it means I registered certain beautiful domain names, and then I waited for people to come and buy from me. So that was what I used to do long time ago. And just a little joke. So I registered a few domain names for myself. Okay, one of them is, of course, rickysu.com, which I'm still using until today. And another one is, let me type in the chat. Okay, lengzai.com. Lengzai in Cantonese means a handsome guy. So I used to own lengzai.com. Okay, so and I had a personal blog at that time at rickysu.com. And whenever people came to lengzai.com, they will be redirected to rickysu.com. So if you want to find Lengzai, okay, come to lengzai.com or langlui.com. I missed that. Okay. Now you may think, are you qualified to be Lengzai? Maybe I qualify if I show you my photo 20 years ago. Okay. And then later, I think at one point of time, I ran out of money and I didn't renew my own domain names and I lost lengzai.com. So from that point onwards, I'm not Lengzai anymore. Okay. No wonder nobody say I'm Lengzai anymore. Okay. So that was a little bit of my background. Okay. Now, how about you? Yeah, AI.com. I should have foreseen that 20 years ago. Okay, I should have registered that. Okay, so how about you? I want to know a little bit about you yourself. Just answer in the chat. Okay, don't be shy. Okay, no right or wrong answer. Okay, so we are not here to sell for Claude. We don't represent Claude or any AI company. Okay, I'm an user just like all of you are. So my first question to you, you can type in the chat. What is your main AI tool now? Okay, is it ChatGPT? Is it Claude, Gemini? Can you just type in the chat? Okay, it could be for students, it could be Perplexity. Okay, for office workers, it could be what do you call that? Copilot, Microsoft Copilot. Okay, many responses are here already. Let me check them out. Okay, so wow, a lot of ChatGPT. Okay, followed by Claude and DeepSeek. How is DeepSeek now? I've not used it for a long time. Okay, and okay, Copilot Premium, Gemini. Okay, Gemini is going through some changes right now. Okay, so Kimi. Okay, someone just asked me today, have you used Kimi before? No, I said no, I use Kami. Okay, Kami Sumo. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so a little joke. So yeah, I've been using a few tools, and sometimes ChatGPT, sometimes what do you call that? Claude. Okay, sometimes Perplexity because I used to do some research, and also Gemini. Okay, I used to use Gemini a lot. Okay, and people have been telling me, hey, Ricky, today whom you date, are you dating with Gemini now? Are you dating with Claude now? And so on. Okay. Then I say, yeah, I've been dating with different girlfriends. Okay. Every day different. Uh, then lately I've been dating with Claude a lot. So I even called it Miss Claude. Okay. Today I'm with Miss Claude. And later, only I found out what is Claude, or rather, who is Claude? Anyone know who is Claude? Claude is the name of a person. Okay, let me share my screen to show you who is that Claude. Share screen, turn on sound as well because you will hear some sound later on. Anyone knows who is Claude? No one knows. Okay, Claude, the computer scientist. Okay, this is Claude. Claude Shannon, Mr. Claude Shannon. Okay, I didn't know I've been dating with a guy all the while. Okay, the name Claude comes from this person. Okay, but he has nothing to do with the Claude AI we are using nowadays. Okay, but Claude AI is named after this computer scientist. Okay, in appreciation of his contribution. Okay, so this is whom I have been dating with, and he's a guy. Now I know he's a guy. Okay, now the second question I want to ask you all that you can type in the chat. Okay, now I know many of us here are using our chat tools more than just chat. Okay, so nowadays you AI tools not only answer your questions, it can also do things for you. It can also create software for you, create presentations for you, and so on. So for those of you who use more than chat, what are you using? Okay. For example, in Claude, there is this thing called Claude Call Work. So if you use Call Work, can you type in Call Work in the chat? Okay. If you use Claude Code, can you type Claude Code in the chat? Okay. Well, nobody typing. Don't be shy. Just type so that I get to know how many of you might be a bit more advanced so that I can cater for your needs. Okay, so if you come from the ChatGPT environment, you might have heard of this thing called Codex. Codex, how many of you use Codex? You can also try. You can also put in the chat. Okay, so this is a result. I can see that you are using Core Work, Code, Create Picture, Claude Design. Wow, okay, good. And Anthropic is the company behind Claude. Okay, and you create infographics and so on. Wow, talking about infographics, I'm so proud to share this tool. Okay, I'm typing in the chat. Okay, try this out. Okay, so it is an infographic tool, but behind the scene, it is actually ChatGPT. It is actually something called custom GPT. Okay, well, any gen, so I am learning about this now. And what else? Okay, and for marketing and copywriting as well. Okay, well done. Thank you all for your responses. So I get to know what you have been using. Okay, manners, Mariani for manners, M for manners. Okay, great job. And last question, I want to get to know about you. So why you are here today? I mean, in one sentence or in a few words, just describe. Okay, just share with us what you want to achieve by the end of this 1 hour. Okay, build apps. Okay, what you want to learn today? Build apps. Okay, learn from me. Okay. Uh, at the same time, I'm also learning from you. Learn how to use Claude to build apps. Okay, explore new things. Okay, we all explore new things at the same time. And maximize the use of Claude. Okay, I feel like I want to ask one more additional question. Okay, so type in the chat if you have a paid version of Claude. Paid version of Claude. Okay, just type me, me, ataupun saya. Okay, just type me if you have a paid version of Claude so that you can use more of what you are using. You can maximize the usage. Okay, so a few of you. So from these responses, thank you very much. So I roughly get to know okay, how the demographic how your usage how you are using AI at the at this point of time. Okay, so for me, I use Claude. I started with the Pro subscription, $20 a month. Okay, then later I found out it was not enough because I created some apps and I upgraded to Max. Okay, Max 5 times 5x. Okay, Max 5x. Okay, oops. Okay, typo here. I mean Max 5x. Max is $100 a month. Okay, 400 plus ringgit a month. Okay, which I tell you it is worth the value. If you know how to use Claude and if you know how to maximize the usage, okay, you can treat it like an AI teammate, AI co-pilot, or AI employee. Okay, because it saves a lot of your time. Okay, and I'm not to the extent of saying that I can fire people and let AI take over their job. No, but AI may be able to take over the job of a part-timer, a part-time worker. Okay, because I use AI to do my bookkeeping, to do my invoicing, to do certain lead generation and certain marketing outreach as well. So it really saves me a lot of time, and $100 a month is really worth it. Okay, should I give up my ChatGPT and transfer to Claude? I used to do that. I gave up, I not really gave up, I downgraded it to the $8 a month plan for ChatGPT, but later I upgraded it back to $20 because I got involved in a project that required me to use Codex, okay, CODEX. So I upgraded it back. And recently there is a new feature in ChatGPT. It is called Sites, let me type SITES, okay, which is very good. Okay, within a few minutes, you can create a new website, attractive website. Wow, okay, so now I'm not thinking of downgrading my ChatGPT, so I will keep on using it, okay, explore it, and learn it for my clients as well. Okay, US dollar 100 a month for plot. Max 5x is $100. So it's about I don't know how you come to 624. I pay about 400 plus ringgit, 400 plus per month. Okay, so this is a little bit introduction. Thank you for all the interactions. Okay, now the next thing I wish to do is to give you a little overview of this Claude ecosystem or the Claude suite of products. So let me start my Claude. Okay, now you can use Claude from two places, actually more than two, but the most common ways are two places. One is on the website. Okay, on the website, you just go to Claude.ai, and then you will see this familiar box, which is very similar to ChatGPT. Okay, so look at the screen. This is the first way. The second way is to use something called Claude Desktop. Okay, Claude Desktop is a software you can download to your computer. Okay, and then it will give you more features. Okay, more things you can do compared to the website version. One of the things is called Claude Core Work. Claude Core Work is something that help you to automate what you do on your computer. So I hope to be able to show you. Okay, as you chat, you can see there are two things here. One is chat. Okay, that is the normal chatting, just questions and answer. Okay, you prompt it for something and then it will give you some feedback. Okay, that is chat. But another thing is call work, where you can ask it to go to your computer to do something. Okay, to create certain documents, to reach out to certain prospects, okay, to send email, to go to your Gmail and do something, and even to organize your computer, delete some files, and even scan your computer for antivirus, for virus. Okay, so basically it can take over your computer and do the things for you in an automated manner. Okay, I use Corework a lot, actually a lot. So if you download this Claude desktop software, you'll be able to use Claude Core Work. Okay, now this statement is not entirely true because recently Claude has come out with Core Work in the website version as well. Okay, in the website version. Okay, but if you want to automate certain work and certain files and folders on your computer itself, you still need to turn on your computer and start this Claude desktop software, and then it will it will help you to talk to your files and organize the files. Okay, so you still need this software. Otherwise, if everything can be done on the cloud, on the internet, okay, then you can go for the Claude AI website. Okay, it has got core work there now. Okay, so but today is not about chat, it's not about core work. I want to focus on something called code, Claude Code, which you can also use in the web version. Okay, but I prefer to use the desktop version. Okay, so this is a very gentle and very simple introduction to what Claude is about. Okay, so in summary, you can chat with it. Okay, you can use Core Work to automate certain work on your computer. Okay, and also you can create software, apps, and so on using Claude Code. It also has got something called Claude Design. Okay, one of you talked about it just now. So Claude Design is to help you to do certain design work, certain visual work, for example, poster, brochure, logo, certain images, and so on. Okay, it is amazing. So we used to teach that also to our participants. All right, so this is a normal, gentle introduction. And the next one is I'm not promoting this website, but I happen to have done this actually due to my passion and curiosity, and I wanted to learn. So I just share in the chat this web app called Lemma.my. So if you want, you can click into it and then check it out. Okay, I'm also showing it on my screen. Okay, how this came about. How this came about. This is an app that I did, okay, to help myself to improve my English, okay, by means of building my vocabulary, okay, all the words, all the perkataan that that are new to me. Okay, so I can put them here, and then it will help me to remember them. Okay, there's a little gamification where I can create some practices out of the words. So and I can earn some badges and so on. Okay, a bit like Duolingo. I try to copy Duolingo. So this is the web app, Lemma.my. Today I'm going to use this. I'm just going to use this to show you certain things in creating apps. Okay, so how I came about doing this because 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and I've been thinking my English is not bad, okay. Spoken language is not very good, but I can write perfect English, and I can read, and then I thought I have come to the advanced level, the C1 or C2 level. Okay, what is that? For your information, okay, so each language you can divide it into 3 levels: A, B, and C. A is for beginners, B is for intermediate, C is for advanced. Okay, each level there are 2 levels also, A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1, C2. Of course, C2 is the highest. So I thought my English proficiency is about C1. Okay, but I did an online test hosted by British Council. So, and to my surprise, my level is actually just B2. Okay, just B2, intermediate, upper intermediate. Okay, also because I mistakenly answer some I answer some questions wrongly. So I accepted I am just at intermediate level, and it motivated me okay, to think how I can improve my own language. And and I think I did not have a lot of word power, so I do not use a lot of fancy English words. So I built this app to educate myself. This is how the app came about. Okay, and then later on, I also showed to my participants and trainees. Some of them like it very much, and they have been using it every day also. So feel free to use it. It is free of charge. Okay, I don't have a model to commercialize it as yet. Okay, just a demo how to use it because we are going to use this as a reference to build apps later on. So okay, right here I just accept. So here I continue. So you can see the words that I've been storing in my app. For example, what is dazzling? Okay, dazzling. So let hear the pronunciation.
Dazzling.
Okay, I hope you heard it. If you cannot hear the sound, please let me know. Okay, you can even listen to the entire explanation.
Dazzling. So bright that it is difficult to look at directly. The dazzling sunlight reflected off the snow made it hard to see.
Okay, so this is more than just a dictionary, but here it will show you the meanings. Okay, the certain things in the certain areas in terms of grammar, certain common mistakes and so on. Okay, so this is what I did, and for your information, all this is generated using AI. Okay, it's not for me. So once I have the words here, so I can do certain practices. For example, I can create a podcast. Okay, and the podcast will be created based on the words that I have added here. Okay, based on the new words that I have added here. And through the podcast and through the exercises and quizzes, I can get to know my words better. Okay, so that I can internalize the words in my daily conversation. Okay, so this is the podcast. Let me play it for a while.
So, Diego, you're not going to believe what happened to me yesterday. I'm still feeling some apprehension about even telling you this story because I know you're going to mock me.
Oh, this is already good. You know me too well. Go on, tell me.
Okay, so I got into a
All right, so this is a quick demo. So you can also ask question if you have any question about English. So let me clear this chat. And practice versus practice. Okay, so what is the difference? So you can ask the tutor, then the tutor will answer you. So there is AI behind. And then you can also look at your progress, okay, which level you're at now, and how many points you have, what are the badges you have now. Okay, so all this was created using Claude Code, okay? And I created the first version in a single day. In fact, within a few hours, you can create a basic version of any apps you can think of, okay? Basic version. But of course, it took time for me to revise and refine and so on. So I refined it for about 1 week. Then it got stable. And nowadays, I think these few days, I'm still refining when I see there's a mistake. So I still refine it and I still make it work better. So this is what, okay, I've been doing. So now, if you have an app idea, okay, you can also tell me here. You can even put in the chat. Okay, what I mean now, all of us have been using computer software all the while, and sometimes we find that if only that is such an app for me, it would help me even better. Okay, so you want your computer to help you to do certain things, but there is no such software, or the software doesn't fulfill what you want it to do. So that is a wish list. Okay, if only I've got this app, I think my life would be better. So you might be thinking this way. I used to think that way also. And suddenly AI came about. And last year, something called vibe coding, this is another big term, which means AI coding. So something called vibe coding came about early last year. So I learned it, and then I found out, wow, suddenly I've got this Superman power. Suddenly I became a Superman. I am able to create apps from now on. I don't need to depend on the app store. I don't need to depend on programmers. I can create it myself just by doing certain prompting. Okay, now I came from a computer science background. I know how to program. Okay, today I still remember many programming languages. But I have not been programmed for a long time, and I forgot many of them. And nowadays I don't even need to program anymore. I just ask AI to do it for me, and then I do the QC check, quality check, to make sure the apps is doing its work. Okay, then the AI will help me to deliver it. Okay, so I'm seeing a few questions here. I hope to be able to address the questions later. Okay, so now, do you have an app that you want to create? Maybe you can type in the chat. Okay, I see one that is a case management apps. Case management, what is that? Okay, is it about complaint, or is it about legal cases? Okay, maybe you can elaborate. Social work, child protection. Okay, so maybe it's about managing certain social work cases. Okay, now I start to understand. Okay, any more ideas? Maybe we can create one now based on one of your ideas. So you want a free habit tracker. Okay, you want a HR audit apps. Okay, and then a to-do apps, and protein calorie tracker, and so on. Okay, I feel like I want to share this. So fuel share. Yeah, I created this app to track my own meal starting early this year. So it's at fuelshed.wikisu.com. So every time I before I eat, I just take a photo of the food, and then it will tell me the nutrition inside. Okay, and then it will give me a summary how how my diet has been so far. Okay, now this app doesn't work now because I turned it off, but I used to use this a lot. Okay, so what other thing? Okay, township directory. Okay, and apps that manage account and so on. Wow, you want to create a mini accounting system. Okay, I'm using Corework to do that. It's a mini accounting system for me. Okay, marketing AI, travel in itinerary. Okay, stock trading. Okay, treasure hunt. I used to do that as well. Okay, but I have turned it off. It doesn't work right now. Petty cash. Okay, now I know we have got many ideas here. Okay, so let me just let me just try to choose one. I need to avoid those using camera for time being due to some limitation. So maybe travel itinerary optimization. Okay, that is doable within half an hour. Okay, to-do list is quite easy to do, and it's also very common already. Okay, how to monetize my app? Okay, I'm still asking myself. Okay, we can talk about that later. So let's do something on travel. Okay, so we all travel, and maybe this might be fun. Might be a fun app to do. Okay, so I've copied this travel itinerary optimizer. So the person who suggested was Arif Fahan. Okay, thanks Arif. So I'm going to do this now. Okay, and let me know if I'm going into the wrong direction. Okay, so now one way of doing it is to first create a plan for your app. Okay, and there's a technical term here is called PRD. PRD. It stands for Product Requirements Document. Okay, yeah, it's here. Products Requirements Document, which is a blueprint of your app, of any products that you want to create. So I just put in the idea here. Okay, travel itinerary optimizer. And then I just ask it to generate. Okay, it will create the document for me. Of course, the more details you put here, the better. Okay, I should also just share this in the chat. Oops. So that you can access it as well. Okay, I've shared it in the chat already. So this is a very brief document because I asked it for a short one, and it simply answer a few questions. Number one, what the app is about, what we are building. Okay, so it is a digital travel itinerary optimizer using AI to generate travel plans and so on. Okay, why are we doing it? Okay, because travelers struggle with time-consuming trip planning, so this app is going to help them. Now, who the app is for? It is for independent travelers, okay, couples and small group. Okay, when will it be delivered, which is not important now. And where will it be used? Okay, it can be used over using mobile app and so on. But today we are going to focus on web app. Web app is a website, okay, that looks like a mobile app. Okay, sorry, let me correct myself. A website, okay, where you can, that looks like an application, looks like a software that you can use, okay, through your browser. Okay, and how will it be used and so on. Okay, this is technical thing. We are going to skip it. So you can refine it further, but let's say I am happy with it. I just copy the whole thing. So I go to Claude Code. Okay, Claude Code is here. It is in my Claude desktop software. I just click on code. And here, yeah, I forgot. I should create a folder first. Let me create a new folder for this. Okay, let me select a folder. Folder. Okay, so I just put a simple name called travel. Travel. Enter. Travel. Okay, so before you start your app development, you need to create a folder, and then your Claude Code will work inside that folder. So I just paste everything here. And then there's something I need to change. I don't want a mobile app now. I want a web app. Okay, web app. Okay, and just web app. I don't want to complete it. don't want to make it complicated, lah. And is there anything else I want to prompt? Okay, so just create the basic first version, okay, for demo purpose. Okay, because the first time you create it, it will take some time. So I don't want it to take too long time. And you can choose whether you want to bypass certain permissions or not. Okay, by permissions, I mean, as you run this prompt, it will ask you certain questions. Okay, can I do this? Can I delete that? Can I create that file? Can I go to the internet and so on? So sometimes it can be quite distracting. So I don't want it to distract me. So I just ask it to bypass permissions. Okay, now a little bit of precaution. If you're new to Claude Code, it is not so good idea to bypass permission. Okay, because you need to watch what your AI is doing for you. You need to make sure it is doing the right thing. It is not going to the wrong direction. It is not removing your files and so on. Okay, and once you have built enough experience and confidence, then maybe, just maybe, you can bypass the permissions as I'm doing now. Okay, so it is say, okay, given this is a demo, okay, which is a MVP, which means a minimum viable product, okay, which means, okay, the first version, okay, the first prototype for just to show people such an app might work. Okay, so it is going to create now, and meantime, I want to show you something else, okay, while waiting for this. So if we use this as an example, okay, if you look at any app and you find that you like how it looks, okay, you like how it works, you like how it functions, you can try to copy certain things from the app, okay? Even you can try to reverse engineer, which means you create another apps that looks like this app, that works like this app. Okay, so what you can do a screenshot of the app. Okay, I'm trying to do a screenshot now. Do a screenshot, and then you go back to your Claude Code or your Codex or whatever tool you use. You just paste it here. Okay, the picture is here already. Okay, and then you just keep on doing it. Keep on copying the screens if you want. Okay, and then you go back here. Oh, it's done already. So fast. Let me just close this for time being. Oh, let me check. A bit lacking. Control B. Okay. Now only it responds to me. Okay, fine. So let me just reduce this for a while. Okay, let's focus on what I wanted to say just now. So if you find certain apps interesting, you want to copy them or reverse engineer them, you just copy the screen and then paste it in your Claude Code, and then just tell your AI, so I want the app to look like this. Okay, to look like this. Just look like this. Okay, not exactly this. So it is like a mobile app. Okay, so there are certain technical terms actually I avoid using because I'm talking to every one of you. I want you to understand. Okay, so it is like a mobile app. It will resize itself, okay, according to the device user is using. Okay, for technical term, it's called responsive. Okay, mobile and responsive. Okay, and And what else? Okay, so for now, I just enter this. This is just a demo. It's not the real thing. So it will try to refine the entire app according to the screenshot just now, so that it looks more like what I have given to it. So anyway, so you can see that on the right hand side, there's a preview here. There's a preview here. One moment. There's something here. Let me just close this. Oh, there's a little icon here. I cannot clear. Okay, no problem. Okay, while waiting, I can also attend to some of your questions, but now I'm waiting for the app to reload. I closed something just now. Okay, come back to this app. Okay, it's back. Okay, sorry for this icon. I'm not able to clear it off for now. So let me resize. Okay, this is what I can do. So it is called Trip Smart. It looks very much like AI generated for now, but it's okay because later we can still make it less like AI. So destination, let's say I just want to go to Bangkok. I'm not sure whether it works or not, but let's try it out. So for 3 days, and I go there for food. I don't go there for art, but I go there for shopping. Okay. Then I generate my agenda, and well, immediately it comes up with this. So this is day one, what I can do. I can eat in a restaurant. I can go for shopping. Okay. I can go for the pasar malam. Okay. Day two, I can go for shopping again, go to city tour. And day three, I can explore the neighborhood. I can buy certain things. I can go to the market. I can even take a cooking class. Okay. So this is what it suggests to you. This is a very, very simple app. Okay. So I want to find out from you. Do you have any question while we are waiting for this to run? Let me check the messages. Okay, by the way, I might not be able to deal with all questions, but I will leave my number here. I will leave my number in the chat. Okay, feel free to contact me later on if I'm not able to fulfill your request now. So I will try to look at it and see what I can answer. Claude Code need to purchase. Yeah, you need to upgrade your Claude to a paid version in order to be able to use Claude Code. So you need to pay. Need to upgrade untuk Claude Code. Yes, you need to upgrade. Okay, should use Fable, Opus, or Sonnet is powerful enough. Yeah, I should have used at least Opus just now. I missed this part. Okay, so for information, there are a few models or a few brands inside Claude. So if you click on this one, you can see Fable, Opus, Sonnet, Haiku. Okay, so the higher one, Fable, are the best, are the better ones. Okay, which also means it can consume, okay, your usage faster. So let's say, for example, if you normally you can use your Claude for 2 hours. Okay, if you use Fable, then you might reach your limit within half an hour. Okay, so it is the best, but then it will make you finish all your tokens, okay, within a short period of time. So Opus is the second best now. It used to be the best, okay. And Opus, I should have used Opus just now to plan out the whole software, okay. And Sonnet is still good, okay. Actually, it's still good for normal usage. And it is not, it is also good economically. That means you will not reach your limit so fast. And haiku is the cheaper one, okay, faster. But then I think the quality might not be there. Okay, so I don't use haiku. Okay, okay, I think the Claude Code has responded. So let me check out the app first before I go on to the next question. Okay. So as you see, I asked it to make my app look more like my Lemma app. So this is what it has done. Obviously, it has make it look more like mobile app, which is a good development. So if I click on home, there is something here, or there's a gamification as well, how many trips you have planned and so on. So you can plan for it. Okay, you can put in, okay, let's say put in Kyoto, and then generate the itinerary. And this is the itinerary, okay? So day 1, day 2, what you can do and so on. And then you can even ask a question. I think this might not work now because I have not put in any AI feature yet. Okay, how are you? Okay, just a funny question. Oh, not bad. Okay, so what do you suggest I do in Tokyo? Send. Okay, try one of problem. Okay, so there's no AI right now behind the scene. It is not working. The chat is not working because I have not make it work. Okay, for those of you who are technical, then actually I need to connect it to API in order to make the AI model works for me in the chatbot, but I have not done it yet. Okay, so what else? There's settings which doesn't work now, but basically within just 2 prompts, I have created something like this. Not I actually Claude Code has helped me to create something like this, which is not bad okay, considering this is only 2 prompts and only in 10 minutes. So the more we do this, the better it is. Okay, so actually, we don't have a lot of time left. I think maybe just another 15 to 20 minutes. I think Jane will give me some extra time. Okay, let me check the chat and see whether you have any suggestions to how to improve it or not. Okay. Okay, I'm glad that I opened your eyes. Which one? Okay, how much token? Okay, praise you. Okay, you can go to your settings, go to your and click on usage, and then you can see how much you have been using. Okay, there's a last to consume more version, change the app names. Okay, I'm not able to answer all questions, but let's say you want to change the app names and color. Okay, you can always prompt. Now it is called Trip Smart. Okay, I want you to change the app name, okay, to Travel Genius, for example. Travel Genius is not a good name, but I just show it as an example. So whatever you want to change in the app, you just prompt. Okay, just like talking to your programmer, talking to your team. Okay, let's say you have a team member who do apps for you. So you just talk to them. Okay, I want this, I want that. Okay, and when they come back to you with this work and you find that there are certain things that are not done correctly, you can just tell them, no, I don't want this name. I want another name. This is what you should do. So now creating software is like talking to human. You just talk and then it will create the app for you. It will refine it for you. Okay, so you can see the app names has been changed. Okay, and what else I can do? Okay, so maybe before I finish, I will share something. Okay, I will fulfill your request. Okay, to have AI feature. AI feature. Okay, I will use a tool called open router. Okay, maybe type in the chat. Okay, type 1 if you have heard of open router. Type 1. Okay, I just want to know how many advanced users are here. Okay, not too many. So now what I'm trying to do now is to create the chatbot that can answer questions for me. Okay, but this chatbot will need to make use of certain AI brains, okay, or AI model. So it doesn't have it right now because I have not asked it to have it. Okay, now I'm going to install or to add on this feature to the app. So I need to go to a platform like this, okay, where I can create certain keys. Okay, they call it API keys. Okay, and using the keys, which is like a password, using the keys, I can get it to talk to okay, certain AI models, certain AI platforms like Claude or ChatGPT. Okay, as if you are using that AI to ask some question. Okay, let me do it first. It will become clearer to you later on. So I will go to openrouter.ai. I create an account. I create a new key. Okay, so I'll just put in travel. Okay, so and then I will limit to $1, $1. Okay, and credit. Okay, it's okay for you to look at the code, no problem, because the most I lose is only $1. So now, okay, with this key or this password, this is a password. So I'm able to install this chatbot now. So I want the chatbot to work, okay, for real, using AI. Take my open router key, and this is the one. Okay, and I also specify I want to use GPT model, cheap but good GPT model. Okay, GPT means something from ChatGPT. So I wanted to create a chatbot where my user will be able to chat here as if they are talking to ChatGPT. Okay, so it will do it for me now. Okay, now those of you who are programmers and so on, okay, you might know that this might not be a good practice to put API key in the prompt, but I do it right now for demo purpose. Okay, normally I don't do this. Okay, I will store this inside a file. Okay, and I ask AI to read that file to get the key. Okay, so it is doing it now. Meanwhile, let me look at the messages and see what other questions I can answer you. So just now I was here. Okay, and let me check. Share the link to create the trip. I'm not sure whether you mean this. Let me just type it out for you. Produce.ai.by. Okay, check the link, please. Okay, seal. Okay, what else? How much token has been used? Okay, so you can always go to this page, or you can go to your Claude. Now this is your Claude. Click on your name. Okay, at the left, bottom left corner, click on your name, click on usage, and then you'll be able to see how much you have been using. Okay, not in terms of the number of tokens, but in terms of how much you have been using in terms of percentage. So I have used 3%, very little. Okay, it it reset itself every 5 hours. So let's say I get up in the morning at 8 o'clock, I use my clock at 8 o'clock. So from 8 o'clock until 1 p.m. So it counts as one block of time, one block of 5 hour of time. Then I started using it like 1.5 hours ago. So now I still have 3 hours plus, and I've used only 3%, okay, which is very little. So here I can use, I can get to know how much I've been using. Okay, what else? How long time is it required to master Claude? Okay, you can master Claude within a few weeks, I think, a few weeks. So assuming we all know we all have the basic computer literacy for people like this, I think you can master everything within a few weeks. I think Jane will share about a program that will help you to master Claude later on. And do I need to push this to GitHub? Yes, normally I use GitHub. Okay, for non-technical people, I explain like this. GitHub is a platform. Okay, GitHub is a platform like Dropbox, like your Google Drive. But in Dropbox, you put in your files, pictures, and so on. But GitHub, you put in your code, your applications, your apps, your website. Okay, so I should push it to GitHub. That means I should publish it or I should upload it to GitHub so that it is stored on the cloud so that I can share it with other people in the future. Okay. Yeah, and Edric, you can WhatsApp me later on. Check the message. I have put in my WhatsApp link just now. Okay, it is still running. Okay, there's another question. Okay, API key. API keys are password. Okay, take care of your passwords. So you don't want other people to see it. So the way I did it just now is not very secure because I let every one of you see my API key, okay, which you could have taken a screenshot and then you can use the same API key in your Claude Code, okay, free of charge. Okay, you'll be using my tokens, okay, you'll be using I specify $1 there. You'll be using my $1. Okay, I'll be paying for your app. Okay, so that's why it is not good for me to share the API key to everyone. Okay, so I need to take care of it, like taking care of my password. Okay, things happen before. Some people might not be careful enough, so they expose their password or API key. So other people or hackers use them, and then the owner had to pay for the bills, and it can come to thousands of ringgit. Okay, I came across cases like that before. Okay, so now it has already finished running, and it says it is live. Okay, and it gives me some warning here, which I will not talk about now, but let me just try to ask some question. Okay, what food is there in Hokkaido? Hokkaido. Send. Okay, now if it works, it will actually talk to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will reply with the answer. Okay, indeed, it has replied already. Hokkaido offers a variety of attractions. Okay, number 1, 2, and 3, and so on. Okay, this shows that AI is working behind the scene already. Okay, AI is working, but the response is not very readable. Okay, not in a very good format. Okay, so let me just refine it further. Okay, format. Wait. Format chat replies. Okay, in a readable manner. Okay, for example, using bullet points. bold, italics, etc. Okay, enter. Okay, this is non-technical way of talking to AI lah. I could have also used the technical way lah. For example, I can say don't output in markdown and so on. Okay, but for everyone's understanding, I avoid using technical terms. So I use a very non-technical manner to talk to AI. So it will do its job. Okay. Meanwhile, let me just check your messages. Okay. What else? Can you share any other tools outside Claude that can help with web coding? Okay, there are many other tools, but today we focus on Claude Code. Okay, so I will just type a few here, which I think you can just Google and it will show you all the possibilities. Okay, this GRM on this. Okay, so Google for this term, all these terms, okay, it will help you to learn. And for non-technical everyday people, I think Codex, Claude Code, Lovable, Rapid should be user-friendly enough. Okay. Will the recording be shared? I need to ask the organizer. Maybe we can ask her later. Please share screen. You cannot see. I'm sharing screen still. What do you see on the screen? Let me know if you can't see. I'm sharing my Claude Code screen now. Okay. You should be able to see. Okay, so Jane, you're back. So I'll take another 5 to 10 minutes. Is it okay? Okay, sure. So now you can see that it is now getting better. Okay, I asked it to reply in a more readable manner. So now it has already used bullet points and so on. I think it has overdone it a bit, overdid it a bit. Okay, but I'm just showing you an example how you can prompt, and then you'll be able to change the way your app works. Okay, now we are coming to the last part. Okay, that is publishing to the internet so that other people can use this app. Okay, so watch me doing this. So one of you talked about GitHub just now. Okay, GitHub is great. I'll show you GitHub now. Okay, so I did a lot of works using GitHub, but actually a lot of my works are actually private. Okay, I did not really publish it for everyone to see. Okay, so you can look at my GitHub. So my username is Ricky Su. So I just put in a travel genius here. I must say this is not a very good name, but just to show an example. So I will don't make it public, make it private because of the API key. Okay. I will make it private so that people cannot see the code. If you make it public, people will be able to see your app, the source code, okay, and they will be able to copy it and make it their own. This is the danger. Okay, so if you care about this, so you make it private. So I'll be given this address which I can copy. Okay, and then I go back to my Claude Code. Okay, so I'll just say publish to my GitHub at this address. Okay, so it will upload the app to my GitHub. Okay, another way we normally put it is a push. Okay, instead of publish is push. Okay, but I avoid using that because push might have other meanings in our everyday language. But normally we say push, not publish. Okay, so it says that I will set this up as a blah, 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 and push it, okay? And make sure API key is not visible. Okay, so it's doing its work now. Okay, meanwhile, while waiting for this, okay, and GitHub is just a temporary space for me to put in my code and my apps and so on. Okay, I still need another platform, okay, in order to make people really see, okay. Those of you who are advanced user, you know that I'm actually not telling the whole truth. Okay, using GitHub, you can also publish, but I want to share that for education purpose, I want to show you another platform so that to make the whole equation complete. Okay, so you can use something called Netlify, okay, to publish your app to the web. Okay, I have an account, but unfortunately, I need to use another one there for today. Okay, I will use Vercel, Vercel.com. Let me log into my account. Okay, so Vercel is another platform where you can publish your app. Okay, so it will get my app from GitHub, and then it will publish it on the Vercel server. Then I will be given an address for everyone in the world to use. Okay, so this is Vercel. Oops. So it sends to my, let me check for a while. So, okay, I need to put in a code. Okay, so this is Vercel. I'm a paid user of Vercel, okay? So it is more convenient for me to use Vercel here due to some reason, okay? But you could have used other platforms as well. Okay, Netlify is also a good platform. So now, coming back to Claude Code, okay, it says it has been pushed successfully. So let me check my GitHub. This is my GitHub. Let me refresh it. Then I will be able to see the files and folders in this app, which is very, very simple right now. Okay, normally it's not that simple. Okay, so if you click inside the file, you can see all the code inside. Very technical code, only programmers understand it. Okay, but thanks to AI, nowadays we don't really need to understand this. We just need to know how to talk to AI to create the same thing. Okay, so this shows that my app is already on GitHub. Okay, now I go to Vercel. In Vercel, I will add a new project. Okay, new project. And then I will choose my GitHub folder. Actually, we call it repository. Okay, but it works like folder. So I will look for travel. Where is travel? Okay, this is travel. I just import it. And then it asks me a few more questions, which I accept. Okay, there's actually one thing I need to do here, but I will skip it for now. It is the API key I need to put in here as well. Okay, so I just click deploy. Deploy means publish so that people in the world can use the app. Okay, so it is being deployed, and I think it should be fast. Let me check. Okay, it is doing now. It should be fast. Okay, once I have deployed this, I will be given an address, and then all of you can start using the app. Okay, meanwhile, let me check messages. Wow, there are a lot. Okay, so share the WhatsApp link again. Or maybe Jane, you want to, okay, Jane has been sharing, Vercel or Netlify, anyone will do. So go for Netlify if you want, okay? Due to historical purpose, historical reason, I've been using Vercel and I've stuck, I'm kind of stuck with it, okay, for the time being. So which model do I suggest to create website? Website should be simple, but to make a really good website, I think you should use at least Opus. Okay, at least Opus. But if you want to save credit, Sonnet is still good. Okay, but if you want an attractive looking website, maybe Opus is better. Okay, so that's all. No more questions. That's the end of the chat. Okay, there might be other questions I've not been able to address too, but just feel free to WhatsApp us and then I will try to answer you. Oh, okay, so the publishing has been done. Okay, let me continue to dashboard. Okay, and then I will see a few addresses here, which, okay, this is the address. Okay, I will copy the address and let you start using it. Okay, I'll copy the address. I'll put in the chat now. Check out the, okay, I've done pasting the address in the chat. Okay, so this is the app now. Okay, it looks a lot like my Lemma app now. Okay, and you can start using it. Okay, but you cannot chat with it yet. Okay, because there's one part of the puzzle I have not done yet. Okay, the chatbot works on my computer. Okay, but it doesn't work online yet because there's one thing I have not done inside Vercel, which is a bit technical. I'm not going into it right now. Okay, but if you're really interested to know, let me know. I can share with you separately. Okay, then our job is done. Okay, okay, my job is done. That's the end of my sharing. Any question? Okay. No question. Then I will just summarize a bit. I will give you a recap now. Okay, the recap is now to create an app. So you need a few things. Of course, you need Claude Code, or Claude Code, Codex, or some other platform, whichever you like. Love purple. Okay, let me enlarge it now. Okay, so it's now clearer. So you need the tool. Okay, and then you need the idea. Okay, one way is to create the PRD document, which is product requirements document. Okay, and then you need the execution. The execution is just prompt only. Okay, just keep on talking to Claude Code and then it will do it for you. After that, you need to do the refinement. Okay, keep prompting. Keep prompting. Okay, there's a little tip here. Let's say something doesn't work. Okay, so something doesn't work here. So you can do a screenshot. Okay, you can do a screenshot. Okay, and then go back to your Claude Code. You can paste it here. Okay, I don't want a clock icon. Try another icon. Okay, enter. And then later on, this particular picture will not be clock. This is not clock. This is compass. Okay, it will not be compass or clock anymore. It will change to another icon. So you can always do a screenshot and then tell Claude, okay, what you want to change. Or if you see an error message, you can also just do a screenshot and go back to your Claude Code, paste it here, and ask it to fix the error for you. Okay, so let me go back to this. Okay, keep on prompting. Okay, use screenshots, and then deployment. That means to publish it. Use GitHub, use Vercel, use Netlify, and so on. Okay, I will just copy this in the chat so that you can get a summary out of this. Okay, it's in the chat now. So any last question? Let me check the messages for one last time. Is Vercel free to use? Yes, it is free to start, free to use. I have used it for half a year before I started to pay. Okay. And then within that half of year, I have built more than 10 apps already. So if you only have a few apps, I think it will be free for you. Okay. But because I have come to the limit of the usage, so I had to upgrade, and now I'm paying Vercel. Okay, free to publish for the first time. Okay, to publish to GitHub is free. Okay, GitHub is free. And then to publish to Vercel and Netlify is also free. Okay, up to a certain limit. And but no need to publish. Okay, so Penny, you're asking whether I need to publish again after changing the icon. Yes, I need to publish. Okay, how I do it, I just ask it to publish. Okay, publish it, or let me introduce you a new word, push it, which means publish. Okay, how to monetize? This is more than a technical question. Okay, I'm a technical person, so I might not be able to fully answer you. Okay, but from technical point of view, you can ask your Claude Code to create a subscription model. Okay, and then you can ask it to list the prices, list the plans, and then you can start promoting it. Okay, now actually I know a bit also how to monetize. So if there is anything I do not know, I just ask Claude how to monetize this app. Enter. Okay, it will give me advice. Okay, I learned a lot from Claude and any AI. When I come across topics that I don't really know enough. Okay, for example, long time ago, I did not know SEO. How to improve SEO and AEO of this app. Okay, what is this? It means SEO is search engine optimization. How to make your website and how to make your apps more visible, okay, in Google search engine. And AEO is answer engine optimization. That means how to make AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity to recommend your website, okay, to talk about, to mention your website. That is the other body of knowledge you need to know. Okay, I might as well ask. Okay. I'm not sure, Jane, whether I can talk about a workshop that I'll be doing on AEO or not. Okay, the Inno Day. So if okay with you, maybe you can share the link. So I'll be doing a workshop on AEO. Okay, not me, but another speaker, but I'll be organizing it. So if you want, you can come in and learn together. Okay, so you see how to monetize the app. It says you can use affiliate links, you can use this subscription model. If you are not satisfied with this answer, you prompt further or you use a better model. You use Faber model, you use Opus model so that it can give you more nuance and more complicated and more complete answers. Okay. And then AEO, okay, how to publish it. Okay, so it is giving me some suggestions which I can implement. Okay, fine. So this is coming to the end of my sharing. So in summary, this is what I have shared, okay, from the beginning to the end. So I hope that you have learned something. It has opened your eye. And if there's anything else, Jane and I can help you, just contact us. Okay, thank you very much. And back to you, Jane. Jane, you are muted. I cannot hear you.
Okay, can you hear me here?
Yes.
My place a bit noisy. I try to make it fast. Okay, basically, yeah, thank you, Ricky. So not, I hear echo, sorry. Okay, I don't know how to deal with that.
It's fine here.
Okay, yeah, all right, Ricky, thanks so much. Yes, I would like to take some photos, before I talk about the subsequent NTW programs. Do you all mind to switch on your camera? Susie, are you still there? Can you help me to do the screenshot? I think just a few will do because quite a few pages. Yeah. Not sure whether Susie hear me.
Do you want me to help?
Yes, I
Yeah,
can
can
hear
you help? Can you help to take?
I think Susie has responded.
No, I don't think Susie responded.
Okay, I
Yeah.
will try. There are 7 pages, so keep your smile on. Okay, try avoid sending messages, okay, so that there's no pop-up. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This is the first screen. Okay, let me go to the second screen now. Okay, second screen. Okay, I'm going to the third screen now. Okay, keep your smiles on. Okay, the fourth screen. Okay, you're not turning on your video, but it's okay. So I'm coming to page 5 now. Page 5. Okay, page 7. Okay, and the last page. Okay, awesome. Okay, back to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me share my screen. Okay, some of you actually asked, what is this NTW? So NTW is a program organized by HRDC. So during this month, you will see a lot of free courses. Please feel free to sign up. So I have also registered quite a few in this platform. And I'm going to share those links in the WhatsApp group as well. Yeah. So this is the best opportunity to get some, some of the session like what Ricky did today is really good value. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Now I'll go back to this thing. For those of you who wants to go for, a more guided step-by-step Claude courses. So we do offer these courses by levels. So as you can see here, level 1 is the one at the center. Yeah, that is Claude AI for business, and we will talk about sales and marketing. We talk about the very basic, very foundational knowledge that everyone should actually learn and set it up before we move into core work and also core code. Yeah. So level 2 will be more advanced. We talk about data analytics. We talk about how to create workflow. And for level 3, that is what Ricky shared today. So if you learn all the 3 levels, right? And if you are a staff or employee, I would like to congratulate you because no one can replace you. The bosses, employers out there will be looking for you. Yeah, so this is the thing. So I think you would be interested how much we are selling. Okay, so we still have the early bird. So the early bird is the best option now if you want. So if you're interested, you can come to me. Yeah, we only offer for first 5 who responded to us today. Yeah. So if you are interested, just WhatsApp me. And the other offer would be, if you want something cheaper, I have this buy one free one offer. So it will be based on the normal price, level 1, 2, 3, slightly higher than the early bird, but because this is a price for 2 person, so this is the best price. Yeah. So if you're interested, just WhatsApp me. Okay, don't be shy. So because offer only we will only have it for today only. Yeah, and the first class will start on 15 August. Yeah, so I wouldn't want to talk so much. Interested party, please WhatsApp me today. I will stand by until 12 o'clock today. All right, thank you so much. So now we open up for sorry, answer question. Any more question, please feel free to ask. And I would like Ricky to take over because my side here I can hear a lot of echo. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Jane. So I think you are saying now we are having a Q&A segment. So do you have any
If
questions?
there's any, if not, we can add more.
Okay, if there's any question, we can help you to answer it now. Okay, I think there's a question. Where is the venue? Venue of these classes?
Okay, the venue is either in KL or PJ. For those who are interested in online, you can also text me. We will try to organize it as well. Yeah. Venue we cannot decide until we confirm the number of bags. Yeah. But it will be confirmed at least 2 weeks in advance.
Okay, so I see another message to make an app for certificate data collection before class end. Okay, that is doable. So another way of doing it is using Claude Code. Okay, the general principle is that if a simpler solution can help you solve the problem, then use the simpler solution. You don't have to go for advanced solution. Okay, so for getting certificate data, I think you can use Claude Code to do it. Okay, any more question? You can put in the chat or you can unmute yourself. Okay, so I don't think there's any more questions. So if there's anything we can help, just contact me or Jane. Okay, Jane, I think we can end this. Okay, I think we can end this. Thank you everyone for attending and learning together. It's been a pleasure sharing with all of you. Okay, hope you have a good night and enjoy your days to come. Okay, bye-bye. Selamat malam.